Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. When we last left off, we managed to find an escape route from Stinky's diner, and it was kind of a pain to try to figure out how to get in here. I'm hoping that we're not going to have to do anything like that again, repeatedly talking to someone every time we do every little task. That's kind of annoying. But just in case, I'll have to keep it in mind because you never know, they might do that again. Anyway, as we were coming down into this secret tunnel, they were talking about how Stinky and Girl Stinky... It's kind of confusing how many Stinkies there are. So Girl Stinky and Grandpa Stinky are fighting, and Sam and Max are hoping that they are able to patch things up.
Not me! Watching them argue is like dinner theater, only without the...
Sweet mother of Watson and Crick gallivanting with Rosalind Franklin on a spiral staircase.
This is a thing.
Max,
Yeah?
I think we found the source of the simulacra.
Doppelgangers.
Whatever.
Clone complete.
What the heck is Girl Stinky doing down here?
What?
Toys, toys, toys. Toys, toys, toys. That's strange.
That was definitely a little bit creepy. Who was that voice? Did it sound familiar to anybody? Gape at Cavern of Cloning Pods. Okay.
Wow.
What?
By my reckoning, this cavern is deeper than Sean Penn, but shallower than Bono.
What were you about to say? I did not skip his dialogue. So, I'm not sure. Is that Mama Bosco?
I wonder what that glowing hand does.
You have what you want. Now give them the air.
I don't know what that is, but it must be important.
How can you tell?
It's in the middle of the room. Diabolical masterminds always put their important stuff in the middle of the room.
Somebody needs to be told that I am streaming. They said 6:30. It is currently 5:45. I don't know why I am being called right now. Okay, send them a message. Not a problem anymore. I thought for sure I wouldn't have to send them a message since they would be gone until 6:30. What were you saying?
I don't know what that is, but it must be important.
Coffee mug.
Is that a coffee mug?
Yes, and unless my rarely utilized razor-sharp senses are wrong, it's full of herbal tea.
Ugh, what kind of laid-back monster sips soothing tea from faraway places while commanding armies of Sam clones?
It's a good question. But again, that's Mama Bosco's face up there. Anything else?
I don't know what that is, but it might.
Guess not. What else we got down here? Well, an invisible wall. If we can't actually walk that way, why make it look like we can walk that way?
Whee!
Max, look. Bosco Tech Clone Pod. This clone pod was manufactured by Mama Bosco.
You probably should have guessed by the hot pants they're wearing. Mama sure does love a nicely turned Samgam.
If Mama Bosco's the one controlling these clones, she's got a lot of explaining to do. Cloning facility status.
Huh. You'd think a multi-bazillion-dollar facility like this could afford something a little snazzier than a chintzy scrolly sign.
Maddie is asking where Sam's hat is. Oh, you missed the creepy scene, huh? It was kind of creepy. One of the clones was admiring Sam's clothes and took Sam's hat.
Property of Hoover Dam.
The ghost of J. Edgar Hoover is raising an unholy army of sexually provocative Sam clones!
Good theory. Wrong Hoover. Clone cooker DNA input receptacle.
Yikes!
Looks like our mysterious clone master doesn't want anyone messing with their cloning recipe.
Oh, it's that thing again.
Neat. Unexplained wriggly things.
Don't get too close, Max. They may look silly, but those tentacles are oozing with painful eldritch magics.
That must be serious. You almost never use magics with a K.
Paperweight conjured a bunch of these things back at the museum. He must be involved somehow.
I thought it might have been Paperweight's voice that we heard when that clone popped out. Heat up lunch in microwave onion ovens. That's a tunnel. Okay, you looked at the tunnels. Now let's look at this again.
These microwaves aren't working.
Some Nimrod probably blew the fuse when he tried to zap his leftover casserole and cup-o bisque in 2 different microwaves at the same time. We're in the middle of an energy crisis, people! What is it?
A fog machine, a rubber costume, some more AV equipment like we found back in the subway.
Freaky. Anything useful?
Nope.
Darn. Already looked at the status display. Kitchenette?
Nice kitchenette.
You gotta love a mastermind who keeps the coffee flowing.
Come here, Max.
Hey, little buddy.
That's sizest, Sam.
I'm kind of surprised we haven't run into the devil yet, since it's his toy box that keeps getting us into trouble.
I bet his agent's holding out for more money.
Yeah, I had noticed that, actually. Unless this Norrington guy is secretly the devil.
What sort of fiend sends an army of half-naked, staggeringly handsome Samalites out into the city to steal toys?
A kinky, bizarro Santa Claus?
Well, you never know with this series.
I hope the cops are okay. Those Sam clones were really tearing into them.
They'll be fine. If decades of obsolescence couldn't kill them, nothing will. Unfortunately.
You've got something in your eye.
I know. I put it there for safekeeping.
I sent them the message and they're still trying to call me. That is annoying. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn the phone off. Power off.
I love the way the city looks at night.
Yeah, it's a pity we can't go out without being attacked.
Any side effects from your recent debraining and subsequent body napping by a crazed Egyptian tyrant?
Nope. Still lovable and teeming with unexplained psychic powers.
You know, if late-night movies are any indication, your blossoming psychic powers are due to become a threat to all humanity any day now.
Don't be such a worrywart, Sam. If it makes you feel any better, I promise to take you with me when I merge with the Godhead.
I'm thinking of a number between...
Potato!
That's uncanny.
Well, he does have those cards now.
I wonder who's behind these simulacrums.
Doppelgangers.
You think Paperweight's got anything to do with these Sams?
I don't know. Why don't we ask him? With extreme prejudice.
I wonder who's behind these
Doppelgangers.
Even though they came from her secret tunnel, it's hard to believe that Stinky could be behind all these Sams.
You don't think she's evil enough?
Oh, she's got evil in spades. I just can't picture her going through all the effort.
Yeah, that's true. It would explain why she has no interest in pointing out the secret tunnels to us, though.
I wonder who's behind these
Doppelgang.
You don't think Skunk Ape had anything to do with all these Sams, do you?
Well, the whole scantily clad marauders searching for psychic toys thing sure sounds like him.
Yeah.
But where would he have found the time?
That's true.
I'm feeling a little lost.
Let's find out who's behind all these doppelgangers.
What should we do now?
Let's find out who's behind all these doppelgangers.
I mean, he said it differently that time, so maybe this time it'll also be slightly different.
Okay, I'm stumped. Any advice?
Let's find out who's behind all these doppelgangers.
Okay, now it's grayed out.
Keep it real, little buddy.
That's not really my forte, Sam.
It's interesting that we had 3 different clues and they were basically the same clue.
We're not getting anywhere near that clone cooker DNA receptacle until we get rid of those tentacles.
We don't really know how to deal with the tentacles yet, do we? We had tentacles before and we just went around them. Well-constructed tunnel. Or patchouli smelling tunnel. And returning to Stinkies. Well, we looked at this tunnel first when we found them, so let's look at this tunnel.
Check it out, Max. Cart tracks.
Maybe there's gold at the end of this tunnel, or rare deposits of Cantgetium.
You're a strange little imp, Max.
If he's an imp, that would explain a lot.
Are we there yet? We've been walking for nearly a decameter.
I love your wacky made-up units of measurement, Max. Wait a minute. There's a light up ahead.
Boscotech?
Shh. Something weird is going on.
Weird by our standards or everyone else's?
Mr. Molman, please concentrate. Without your assistance, we'll never be able to contact Dr. Mama Bosco.
No, we won't. You don't know what you're doing.
Did Mama Bosco wind up going to the afterlife or something? I suppose it's no threat that they know we're here.
Harry, you're alive.
Don't sound so disappointed.
Aw, don't be that way, Harry.
You cheated me out of millions of dollars and trapped me in a killer sauna. How should I be?
Sadder but wiser?
What do you know about these scary
But
toy-stealing Sams?
Nothing.
You sure you want to stick with that answer?
Yeah, isn't that your tunnel that connects directly to the big old cloning facility?
That old thing? I haven't been down there in months. After Mama Bosco started using it to store crate loads of high-tech equipment, it kinda lost its rustic charm.
Think he's telling the truth?
Probably. Harry doesn't have the brains, brawn, or all-around competence to pull off a scheme like this.
You know, I am standing right here.
We'll have to try to read his mind anyway. Also, he had some glitchy animations there.
What sorts of high-tech equipment was Mama Bosco storing in your home?
How should I know? She never tells me anything.
How'd you get out of Skunk Ape's ship?
I'm glad you asked. My incredible adventure began when I discovered a small crack in the back of my
On
cell.
second thought, never mind.
Harry never seems to catch a break.
What's with the seance?
Super Dense over there wants to summon Dr. Bosco back to the lab for questioning, but he doesn't know what he's doing.
How so?
It's so obvious that he can't make contact with the spirit realms. I mean, he can't even get in touch with my recently deceased relatives.
Why don't you tell us about those recently departed relatives?
Sorry, Sam, the memory's too fresh.
Fair enough.
They got cooked by Skunkape's ship.
What happened to Mama Bosco?
I don't know. When I returned to the lab after my harrowing adventures on Skunkapi's ship, she was acting strange.
Strange?
Yes. She was distracted and wafted about the facility with an agitated nervousness that one would normally associate with a guilty conscience.
You got all that from the way she was wafting?
Well, that, and she gasped, "Oh no, it's all my fault," before she floated out of the building. No one's seen her since.
Well, it sounds like whatever she did, she at least regrets it.
So you don't know where Mama Bosco is?
Not a clue. That's why we're trying to hold a seance, to compel her to return.
Hang in there, Harry.
Do I have a choice?
Super Ball.
Mr. President, you're alive. I'm overjoyed.
I can tell.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, why aren't you back at the White House keeping that backstabbing Secretary of Health and Human Services away from my Cuban cigars?
I'm here to investigate the rampaging Sam clones and their possible connection to the so-called Devil's Toy Box, sirs.
What a coinky-dink. So are we.
Yes, sirs. Quite the coinkydink.
Say coinky dink again.
Hey, if you're here and I'm here, who's running the country right now?
I've taken the liberty of installing an amusing bobblehead figurine in the Oval Office. No one seems to have noticed.
Man, I wish it had cut to the office so that we could see the bobblehead in action.
A seance? That's not exactly in your bailiwick now, is it?
Okay, I'm just gonna stand right over here until I can shake off the memory of you saying bailiwick.
You are sadly correct, sir. As a medium, I'm more of an extra small. But it's desperately important that we make contact with the missing Dr. Mama Bosco.
Why?
I would think it's obvious, sir. The Sam clones. Her hands are all over them.
Ew.
Figuratively, sir.
Oh, that's better.
You know, Max doesn't like Sam saying certain words for some reason. Happens a lot.
Are you going to take another shot at summoning Dr. Mama Bosco?
Actually, sirs, I was thinking of leaving it to someone who specializes in weirdness.
Larry King is here?
I think he was talking about us.
Oh.
Do you know anything about these Samulacra?
Gogglegangers.
According to the authorities, they're fanning out across the city in search of the remaining toys of power.
Remaining?
Yes, sirs. In the aftermath of the Salmon Mock incident, our crypto scientists estimate that there are only a few hundred TOPs extant, and they're scattered throughout the city.
That's a lot.
What will happen once the Sam clones gather all the toys?
Nobody knows. A few experts believe that the person who created the clones will use the fully empowered Devil's Toy Box to psychically bring about a golden age of unity and harmony.
That'd be an unexpected twist.
But most of them concur that we'll likely be facing some sort of universal Armageddon scenario in which a horrific beast of unimaginable power reigns over the earth, and the living envy the dead.
What happened to Mama Bosco?
I'm not certain, sirs. I came here to investigate reports of illegal cloning activity, only to find Dr. Mama Bosco missing. I'm conducting a seance to bring her in for questioning.
And then would come the Saiyans questions. I kind of did that out of order, but oh well.
Stay loose, Super Ball.
I always do, sirs.
Gyroscopic inhibitor. Science!
Do that again.
Big science.
Hallelujah.
Someone should tell Dr. Mama Bosco about microchips. Science! I wonder if we'll ever find out what Mama Bosco's dimensional destabilizer does.
It's a device used to coerce a transient resonant integration pattern of the subquantum harmonic vibrational frequencies between this and adjoining dimensional membranes.
I wonder if we'll ever find out what this dimensional destabilizer does.
I hope it makes pie.
I was hoping he'd do that. Bang bong to begin
Agent
seance.
Butterball, please stop humming show tunes into the open channel. It's very unnerving.
Max,
Coworker.
keep your eyes peeled, Max.
Oh, that's really disgusting, Sam.
Wow, they're right. The camera really does add 10 pounds.
So those clones have, what, 5 or 6 cameras on them?
Well, let us begin.
Oh, this is rich. You think that you have the spiritual chops to summon Mama Bosco?
Hey, Sam's got more spiritualism in his pinky than the love child of the Dalai Lama and Mother Teresa.
Actually, I don't think I have a pinky finger, Max.
Let's begin, sirs.
Ghoulies and imps from a Black Sabbath song.
Give us a signal by banging that gong.
I'll hold off on
By
clicking.
banging that gong.
I'll hold off on clicking things for a moment until this scene is over.
Hello? The gong? Come on, guys. Okay, how about this? Coffin-bound specters with bleaching white bones.
Reach out and touch us by ringing our phones.
Waiting by the phone here, spirits.
This is obviously going to be the next puzzle.
Whoa, tough room. Let's try another one. Float like a liquored-up chimpanzee.
Spirits, come out wherever you be.
No good? Well, how about this? Go stuffed with matzah from last Friday's Seder.
Talk to the living through yon elevator.
Okay, let's start over. Ghoulies and imps from a Black Sabbath song.
Give us a signal by banging that gong.
Harry Moman!
What?
The spirits wish to speak to you.
Oh, do they? And who, pray tell, wants to talk to me?
Oh, this'll be fun.
Elvis Aaron Presley!
Fat. Elvis was a hero to most, but he never meant squat to me.
Blasphemer!
Oh, tough room. Let's try another one. Float like a liquored-up chimpanzee.
Spirits, come out.
Harry, the spirits have returned.
Oh, really? And who is it this time?
Your sainted mother!
Very interesting. Especially considering that my mother just called me from a condo in Boca Raton.
Oh. Cool. Harry, the spirits have returned.
Oh, really? And who is it this time?
Your father.
For your information, my father is currently doing a nickel in Sing Sing. Fonzie scheme.
Don't you mean Ponzi scheme?
You heard me.
Okay, how about this? Coffin Super Ball.
Perhaps we should concentrate on the task at hand.
Oh, Super Ball.
Perhaps we should concentrate on the task at hand.
Okay.
Okay, how about this? Ghoul. Oh, tough. Ghoulies and imps from a... Okay, how about this? Coffin-bound spec... Oh, tough room. Let's...
I can't seem to interact with the ball over there on the right. Every time I try, he skips to another message. Is that important?
Try another one. Keep your eyes peeled, Max. Okay, how about this? The spirits have moved on.
Sure they have. I knew you couldn't talk to the dead.
Better luck next time, sirs.
You know, I'm not feeling psychically equipped to pull this off right now. Let's go look around for some more suspects.
So we don't need to do anything else here, then. Oh well, I'm still gonna try out some other options. Let's read some minds, shall we? This'll be fun.
Most people would be frightened to be tethered to an id-driven maniac with increasingly dangerous psychic abilities. But not me, and I'm absolutely not thinking this because Max is reading my mind right now. Really.
I'm afraid the contents of my mind are classified, sirs.
Well, that was odd.
Stupid Super Ball can't even contact Uncle Morty, and he's only been dead for a week.
Hello.
Can we move this seance along? I have a midnight waxing in a couple of hours.
Gotcha.
Again? You're lucky I got nothing better to do tonight.
Yeah, since your social calendar is usually so packed with nightclubs and supermodels.
Very cutting, sir. Shall we begin?
Ghoulies, Harry! The spirits have returned!
Oh, really? And who is it this time?
Your Uncle Morty!
Uncle Morty? Is it you? Talk to me, Uncle Morty. Talk to me.
Yes, your Uncle Morty. He has something important to say. Mortimer Moleman, your nephew is waiting.
He needs a friend now since he's no good at dating.
Hey!
If they're still doing a bamboozle, they're doing a pretty good job.
Mortimer, come out and play. Morty M. Moleman, your entrance is cued.
To conquer your stage fright, just picture us nude.
Mortimer Moleman, your nephew is waiting.
He needs a friend now since he's no good at dating.
Hey!
So, about Uncle Morty.
Stop with the small talk. If this is a real seance, Uncle Morty will tell me the secret he took to his grave.
I wonder what secret...
Power of Max compels you. Super Ball.
Perhaps we should concentrate on the task at hand.
Oh, Super Ball.
Perhaps we should...
I'm actually trying to get to...
Mortimer Moleman, your nephew. Keep your eyes peeled, Max. Talk to us, Morty. Morty, Super Ball.
Perhaps we should...
No, gong.
Talk to...
Right. What a shamockery.
Perhaps you could work together to concoct a more convincing seance.
We were just getting around to doing that. You know, I'm not feeling psychically equipped to pull this off right now. Let's go look around for some more suspects.
Yeah, we probably should at some point. You know what? I'm kind of worn out at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream, and we'll try to figure out what else we can do in here in the next stream. That would be on Wednesday, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we'll come back and do some more stuff on Wednesday. So, here's the end slate, and thank you guys for watching, and I will see you
Penguin is
in the next
paddock.
one.
Repeat, the penguin is in the paddock.
The what? The penguin in the... Whatever. Bye!
Yeah, well, wherever she is, I hope Mama Bosco remembers to sign my paycheck.